Okay, folks, I'm back. Now, what I did, and let me bring this down a little bit, right there. Focus that. Okay. It overheated, I think. Error 70, I think that's what it is. So I had like 3 bars to go and it just went overheat. And that's the first time it's done it at 4K. This is the R10. So Mark Bennett was correct on the overheating, but on the stabilization, it's looking good. So I can do this last video clip, all right, in HD 60, and there's nobody in the QT. Real. There's nobody here at the QT. Why am I up? Because I gotta find out. So what this tells me is the night vision, the camera works great. The problem is, yes, it has no time limit recording, but at 4K it overheats. And that was at 4K 30. But that was in the camera mode, okay? So I might try it in the video mode. See how that works. And I'm going to put it on defrost. That sometimes helps. Sometimes. Anyways, an aperture priority. It looks stable. 1080p. I think I'm going to go home and then change it to, I'll go to the cul-de-sac. I'll sort of drive through the other neighborhood on the left and go by the park and then the cul-de-sac. Then I'll change it into movie mode with this lens, because I haven't tried it on movie mode at nighttime with this lens. But when I go back home, I'll probably keep it in movie mode, and I'm going to get the old tripod out, because this will be 1080 60p. And you're probably saying, hey, that blue bug neighborhood watch is out again. So you see, I've been doing this for about maybe 30 minutes already. Well, I started at 310. Yeah. So 35 shortly. You know, I've had the camera off twice. I had no problems in shutter priority, no problems in, I did have that one time in shutter priority, but I put it on the wrong timeline. But I like aperture priority the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the movie mode, and we'll see how long this lasts. So you're going to see a whole bunch of video clips, but the 1080 stuff I'll put together when I'm going to do the 1080 mode in video first, and then I'll do a separate video on the 4K. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm at 1080p IPB light in movie mode. So you have more selections in movie mode on the different settings. So I am impressed with this camera. It does warn you when you turn it on movie mode that it may stop because of internal heating, which has already. It's like error 70. I think that's what it means. But this is 1080p. At 60 hertz. I just ran over something. Hope I didn't ruin another tire. I haven't had very much luck on these tires. I mean, they're brand new, but I keep running over stuff and they... Okay. Yes. Frosting too much, folks. I don't want to turn on the heat. It's back to 80 degrees. I see a lot of cloud cover. So, I'm going to go here and I'm going to change it to 4K setting. Lights on that vehicle. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, 4K 60. Yeah, you can see where the windshield is fogging up. So this is IPB light compression, smaller size, 4K 60. And you see it's still fogging up. Isn't that something? But this is in movie mode, not in camera mode. I'm liking all the different movie settings. Now see, with the R7, you have to hit that extra switch to go in movie mode. Whereas you can take it from any mode setting and then you can push record, you know, for the video. But what I'm seeing is, see if it lasts longer in video mode than in the regular, let's say, aperture, shutter priority, program priority, manual. See if it lasts longer that way. So I'm going back home. I'll turn off the camera, and I'll get out the old trusty tripod, and then we'll see how this fares with the stabilization issues. So what I'm seeing right now, it's doing good. You see the fogginess in the windows, okay? So I can't help that. That makes it interesting for content. So I think this is lasting longer in the video mode than it was in the aperture priority, which is interesting. Okay, so I got a lot of work ahead of me, splicing all that stuff. So stay tuned for the next video. So, what these video clips have concluded, that the Canon EOS R10 is a fantastic little camera. The first part, which you didn't see because the video failed, because it stopped, was not because of overheating. It was the EF to R adapter, and it came up with an error 70. So after checking online through the internet, I got a whole bunch of answers. It was the adapter. So I was thinking of getting another adapter so that way when I go on a trip, I can use one lens on one camera and the other lens on the other camera. And I decided against that because there's a bug or something. Unless they come up with another adapter that's version 2, I might get that. But since I had the 18 to 150 and the 18 to 45,
This one I had was 10-18, which I needed. And then I was missing the 24 millimeter. I would love to have the RF lens, but they're out of stock everywhere. I mean, it'd be a waiting game. So I went ahead and got the EFS 24 millimeter, which I love, but it has no stabilization. So I don't know what caused that video. It was a fantastic video, over a half an hour. I had like 3 bars left for overheating, and I was ready to go home, and when it failed, and I said, oh, it must have been overheating. No, it was the adapter that caused the problem. So at that time I was in aperture camera mode, not the video mode. So you put in the camera mode, you can do short videos by hitting the record button. That's how a lot of people get video of wildlife, you know, birds, other animals and stuff. So it's a quick fix. So you take your pictures, then you do your video, and then you take some more quick pictures, whatever. I hit the microphone, sorry about that. But that's all it was. So it's a combination of all 3 videos. And what I did was I made 2 clips, okay? One in the 1080 highline or timeline at 60 FPS, and the other one in 4K 60 FPS. And then I'm going to reshoot this whole video, make it into one, you know, get the 2 clips together, and that way you'll understand. So I hope this video is very instructive. As you notice, it's very stable, and this camera has no IBIS. Now the next videos, which I've put up already, you know, I have like a part A, part B, part C. On those videos, I'm dealing with different timelines to see which video looks better. Does the 4K look better? Does the 2.5K look better? Does the 1080p look better? All I know is that the 1080p looks fine, okay? And you can see a quality difference in the 4K 60 crop, but you'll also notice that I put it back on the tripod for 2 reasons. One is when I dealt with the R7, it had an IBIS. And with the enhancement of the electronic stabilization, it made an extra crop. But there was shakiness again coming back on the tripod. The other reason why I used the tripod is at that time I thought it was the overheating issue. It's not. But by having it on a tripod, it did keep the camera cool. And I got no overheat issue at all. Maybe 1 bar at one time on the video. That was it. So the tripod helps keeping the cameras cool. By placing it on a notebook mat, the bottom part of the camera overheats. And there's nothing to get rid of it. If I can find a small, kind of like tripod, which is only this high, and can be stable on that notebook, you know, with a Betty Crocker stand, whatever. That would probably be the best thing. So the camera would stay cool, and you would have the stability and probably better picture quality too. You'll see less shakiness. So the R10, in my book, is no slouch. It's a good camera. For starters and stuff, it's more expensive than the ZV-E10, the Z30, other cameras which can do 4K. But you gotta remember, the reason why I like the Z30, the ZV-E10, the R7, the R10, no time limits. And that's what you want. So if you happen to take a 60-minute or an hour or more video, I love it. I wish my ZFC would do that, but it stops right at the 30-minute mark. And then I have to press record again. I hate that because it ruins the flow of thought, the video. You might miss an important scene. I know it's for overheating on cameras, but I've never had a problem with the ZFC. I've had problems with the Z30, some problems with the ZV-10 because, you know, they're cheaper. Overheating on the Z30, the ZV-10, pretty good except for the HDMI port, which failed on me. But I like using the Nikon cameras because of all the switches and dials on it. I like the Canon cameras because of the menu systems. Very easy, plus the touch. You can't do that on Sony. And you can do that on Nikon. So, you know, it just... each camera system has their own plus and minuses. So I know this is a little long-winded, and sorry for that, but I had to explain some things. That the R10 is a fantastic camera. So anyhow, here's the camera bag for the R10. You open it up, you can put your extra lenses or my battery pack, you know, for energy. And here's the camera. This is the kit lens that came with it. It worked. So I have my Rode wireless microphone right here. Yeah, let me do it this way. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? And it worked excellent. Okay, this is a good tiny camera. And I think I said it like this. Okay, and have the flap on. And I do want to stress one more thing. Get an external power delivery energy source to either recharge your cameras. And this is basis warranty card. I think I get the other. But this is 100 watt. I got this for about $99. Got it the next day on Amazon. No, I got it the same day. I couldn't believe it. Excellent quality. If I turn it on, see it's at 100%. So anyway, this is what the Canon ones need. This has 2 USB-C, 2 USB-A's. Excellent. I've had no problem. I think I've gotten it down to like 70%, but I was using it pretty heavy. So, see how do I do that? Yeah, just like that, like this. Okay, we'll put this card in here. Okay, and I got the cable in there too. So, too much. Sorry, folks. Anyway, it's a great camera. I give it a thumbs up. You can't go wrong. There's more features on the R7, which I like. But if you have only the funds for the R10, there's nothing wrong with it with the kit lens. You just build your lens collection, and then as a better camera comes along, then you switch the lenses to the new camera. Get an adapter, hopefully it'll work, and you don't get an error 70. But if you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for any upcoming videos, which I'll probably put up. And any questions, just write it in the comments down below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, bye.